If you're still looking for a Wildstar guild for launch, Terminus is recruiting. We are recruiting hardcore PvE and PvP people. We also accept casuals, so if you would like to apply, please click the link below. Thank you and have a good day. Hello everyone, Seagull here, or Bellman if you prefer that. Some of you may know me as that. Today I'm here with my Engineer PvE Guide, level 50, beta. Now remember, little note here, since this is beta, things are subject to change. Abilities may change, amps may change, and all that. There will be other guides for the engineer, post-launch and stuff like this, but this is to get you familiar with probably what will be standard when the game comes out. Abilities, amps, and of course your stats. Some of you may know my World of Warcraft guide. I only have one. I go into an in-depth look into my Resto Shaman. Well, I'm going to do the same thing here with my engineer. So let's get started. This is my engineer. Say hi, engineer. Go ahead and flex for them, will ya? He's not flexing. Why is he not flexing? I had that all set up and everything. There you go. Yeah. So. Anyway, engineer. Let's go into stats. Now, for DPS engineer, you have three main things you want to go into while you're looking in gear. You have brutality, finesse, and moxie. Brutality is your strike through rating, meaning if you have a chance to hit or miss, pretty much. It also can help increase your critical severity rating. Finesse is your assault power. This is how much damage you do, pretty much, in a nutshell. You want this the highest. And Moxie. Moxie is your crit chance. Now, brutality and Moxie are pretty much equal. You want to keep those around the same. Like, my brutality is at 486 and Moxie is at 454. It's not bad. Finesse should be your highest one, obviously, as you can see with mine. Secondary stats, as you can see, strike through is 6.60. Pretty sure that will be higher on when I get more gear. I don't know what the cap is yet for what you want. I will look into that and I'll probably make a little annotation somewhere. Crit hit chance is 24.40% and critical hit severity is 178.78%. I have no set bonuses right now. Only epic I have is this gadget, and it's pretty good. Gadgets are trinkets, pretty much. But enough of that. Ability time. Oh yeah. So, you can have up to 8 abilities, of course, and you can change these out at any time, if need be. But chances are, if you're going to play an engineer, there's only going to be one ability. You'll be switching out. So let's get started. First ability I have is Pulse Blast. Second ability is Electrocute. Third ability, Quick Burst. Fourth, Artillery Bot. That's your little pet. Fifth, Energy Auger. Sixth, Bioshell. Then go over to Utility. You have Zap, which is your stun. And your defensive cooldown, which is Volatile Injection. Now, Volatile Injection will be the one you'll be swapping, pretty much. You can swap it for, chances are, Shatter Impairment, which removes all CCs and grants yourself in Absorb. These will be really good for bosses, either dungeons, vets, or raids. Now, it depends on your raid leader. There's going to be some bosses that, like the last boss in Stormtown, where he's going to CC everyone. And you want to break out of that CC as soon as possible. Well, he might not have enough time to press your little key. So that's where this comes in. You get out of it, you get an absorb, and you get to your spot. Take less damage that way. But those are the abilities. For ability points, ability points are what you spec into to make your abilities better. I have Electrocute at tier 7. There's no reason to go to tier 8. I don't see a reason. A lot of others don't see a reason. So I wouldn't do it. Artillery Bot, you want at tier 4 for the Empower. Empower grants you a bonus 6.5 crit hit chance. Energy Auger, you want a tier 4. And Bio Shell, you're going to want a tier 8. Now, a couple things about Energy Auger and Bio Shell. Energy Auger, you want to do it for now, for solo content, tier 4. But when you're doing group stuff, you probably want Bio Shell at tier 8. Because tier 8 is another Expos that reduces armor instead of technology resistance. Now, when it reduces armor, that means everybody can do more damage to it, not just classes that do technology damage. Because only medics and engineers do technology damage. Well, you're not helping anybody if you're the only engineer in your group, or technology damage person in your group, I should say. So, you get that tier 8, it exposes armor, so everybody does more damage. You know, engineer is a sustained dot class and a debuff class, so you want that. Energy Auger, tier 4, would also applies a dot pretty much. Now, you're saying, how can I get both later on? Well, at level 50, you start getting Elder Points. Those Elder Points convert to Elder Gems. And those Elder Gems, you can buy more ability points. I think you can buy like 7 or 8 of them. Well, with all 7 and 8s, you can get both the tier 4 Energy Auger and tier 8 Bio Shell. And it might take you a couple weeks to get. Actually, it's going to take you longer than a couple weeks, I believe. But that's fine, because Pulse Plus, I just put those in there for now because I had nowhere else to put them. You can get rid of those, you can use those tier points later on for your either tier 4 or tier 8 ability. So you're going to have enough within the first couple weeks, trust me. And no tier points in your utilities. No reason to. Don't do it. But yeah, that's pretty much the abilities you probably want to use. I can go over. Mortar Strike isn't that great. I thought it would be really good when I first played the beta, but you can't choose where to use it. Plus it costs 60 volatility, and yeah, that's just no good. Unstable Anomaly. Again, there's no reason to use it. It just reduces incoming healing by 30%. I don't see a reason. Boltcaster. Again, there's nothing you can switch with it. And Target Acquisition, you have to spend amp points in order to get it, and to tell you the truth, I don't think it's that great. I really don't. Okay, now for the amps. Ta-da, here's your amps. This is what I'm using right now, but things are subject to change again. Okay, so here we go. Points at the critical hit. Again, no-brainer there. Assault power. Again, no-brainer. And critical hit severity. Again, no-brainer. Extra hurting. You gain an end power, which increases armor pierce by 15%. Well, while between 30 and 70 volatility. Remember that. That's important. Because you're going to want to be in between that 30 and 70 range as much as you can. Volatility rising, while between 30 and 70 volatility, gains 7 volatility every 1.5 seconds. Said that 3 times fast. Harmful hits. Landing a critical hit grants an end power, which increases your critical hit chance by 9%. And explosive ammo. Landing a critical hit deals an additional 182 technology damage to the foe and 4 foes within 6 meters. Now, shrapnel rounds. The reason why I don't have this unlocked and I'm not using it is because it is bugged. It's not proccing when it's supposed to. So as right now, I'm not using that. But when they fix it, you want to be using that. And I can go ahead and, instead of... Actually, I have enough amp points right now to get it. But yeah, you would want that. I could get it right now if I really wanted to, but again, I'm not worried about it because it doesn't proc when it's supposed to. Last line in Assault, Unstable Volatility. Landing a hit with direct damage applies 1 stack of Unstable Volatility. Reaching 5 stacks of Unstable Volatility deals 441 damage. And then in the Hybrid Assault Support, I have Strike Through Chance in all these. And Life Steal. Chances are you're going to take out lifesteal for something else, and I'll show you here in a second. And then in the utility, cooldown reduction, each one is 5%, so that's extra 15% cooldown reduction. And chances are you're going to roll and replace that lifesteal with Reckless Dash. Reckless Dash, dashing generates 20 volatility, so there you go. That's pretty much free volatility. But yeah, right now this is what I'm using. Chances are I'll go find the M for this and unlock it now, just cause. See if hopefully next beta patch or beta weekend it will be fixed. I hope so. That'd be nice. But that's your abilities and your amps. Now it's time for the rotation. The rotation for engineer is pretty much straightforward. So, just a little thing here. Pulse Blast first. Energy Auger. This will get you around 30-40 volatility. Then Bioshell. Now the cool thing about Bioshell is you get to, instead of a 2-second cast, if you're between 30 and 70 volatility, I believe, it's an insta-cast. You want to cast this when it can be insta-cast. You don't want to cast it when you have to actually do the cast. So, again, Pulse Blast, Energy Auger, Bioshell, Quick Burst. Now, you always want to use Quick Burst when it's up. It's only up after landing a critical hit. So remember that. Quick Burst, it's just more damage. More damage is good. Barrage after either Bioshell or Quick Burst, depending on if Quick Burst is up. Barrage. And then Electrocute. Now, here's a little note. I don't care what engineer build you're using. It could be something totally different. But the one ability that will always stay the same is Electrocute. Electrocute is your #1 damage dealer. That's a fact. In fact, let me bring up my galaxy meter so when we do some practice here, I will show you. Now remember, this is just the basic rotation. After we do this one, I'm going to show a more it's not complex, it's more, you're just adding 2 new things to it. You're adding your gadget and your eradicate mode. But right now, rotation, so here we go. First, let's zoom out here. I think we want damage done. So, Pulse Blast, Energy Auger, Bioshell, Quick Burst, Barrage, and now Electrocute. Electrocute again. Energy Auger, Pulse, Quick Burst, Bioshell. Now, see, I screwed up right there. You don't want to cast Bioshell when you have to actually cast it. You want to do it when it's proc like that, right there. Barrage, Electrocute. Electrocute again, because we still have a crap ton of utility. Energy Auger. Now, see... See, I screwed that up again, because it takes some time to get used to, and I haven't practiced today yet, but Bioshell needs to be cast when it's an insta-cast. Let's move this way so the bot will stop attacking. But as you can see here, numbers-wise, bot's still attacking. Numbers-wise, Electrocute is your biggest damage dealer. I mean, that's for, like, every build. Sure, Mortar can do a lot of damage, but it takes up 60 volatility, and it's not worth it. It's just not. Trust me. So that's that. Let's try that again, but with the 2, I guess, DPS cooldowns, you would say. Ooh, dash. Okay. Okay, so your 2 DPS cooldowns will be Eradicate and your gadget. Chances are your gadget's always going to be use like increase assault power. Mine is increase assault power by 240 for 10 seconds and causes your next attack to have a 100% chance to critical hit. That's a nice gadget. I got it off of Adventure, which was awesome. So let's do it. You want to use Eradicate and the gadget right after you use Bioshell. So use it again. Eradicate and your gadget right after Bioshell, but right before you use Electrocute. Since Electrocute your main damage dealer, you're going to do a lot more damage with Electrocute, trust me. So let's do this. Hopefully I do better. Energy Auger, Bioshell, Barrage, Quick Blast. Now R, and 9, and Electrocute. And Electrocute again. Energy Auger, Quick Burst, Electrocute, Electrocute, Bioshell, Energy Auger, Barrage, Quick Burst, Electrocute, Quick Burst. Bioshell, Quick Burst, Electrocute. Energy Auger, it's up. And Electrocute. You want to try to get Electrocute back down to, or your volatility back down to around 40, I would say. Energy Auger. Just like that. Okay, let's back up. As you can see, all my little buffs up there that are doing a crap ton of damage. My bot's still doing damage. Come on, bot. There you go. And again, as you can see, Electrocute is just doing so much damage. You have Energy Auger, Artillery, Bot, Rocket. Actually, Barrage didn't do so well. Didn't do so bad that time. Usually it's lower. Interesting. Quick Burst, Eradicate, Exosuit, Energy Auger Dot, Explosive Ammo. Those are like your dots right there. And again, Shrapnel Rounds will probably be in there somewhere once it works. I mean, it has to work in order for people to use it. And it's just not proccing right. But, again, that's it for Engineer in a nutshell. This will be the first guide of many for Engineer, I believe, because I plan to stick to Engineer to the end. I know a lot of people don't really care for Engineer right now, but I think it's a fun class. Just look at that gun. I think it's an awesome looking gun. But, again, thanks for watching. Feedback. Please, tell me if you like the video and what should I improve on. Is the audio quiet? Should I speak up louder? Should I speak quieter? Just please tell me in the comments. I'll have some links below about my Twitter, Facebook, and the guild that I'm in. We're recruiting, as you probably know from the intro video. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really do. I like to help people. And till next time, see ya.